Welcome back. I will cover very briefly how we build the machine learning algorithms. You probably know this part very well. So we come to a point where we have our data, we have preprocessed or engineered our variables, we have already selected the features that we want to use, so now it is time to build the machine learning models. There are several models that we can build. We can build, for example, linear models like linear logistic regressions or MARS. We can also build decision trees-based algorithms like random forest or gradient boosted trees. We can also build neural networks, and this is just for supervised models. But we can also build clustering algorithms or recommended systems, you name it. And then, when we pass the pre-processed data through our models, we are able to get the predictions that they make. We then need to evaluate the predictions that these models make to make sure that the models bring good business value. We evaluate the performance using different metrics depending on the project. For classification, for example, we can measure the ROC-AUC, which gives us an indication of how many times the model makes a good assessment versus how many times the model makes the wrong assessment. We can also measure the accuracy, say for example, the model gets it right 80% of the times. And we can measure as well the mean square error or the root square error for linear models. In fact, there are multiple metrics that we can use and that you probably know very well, but they are not the scope of the course. So let's move on. Some of us may even go ahead and build multiple machine learning algorithms and then build a meta model that takes in the predictions of all the initial models and combines them to make a better assessment of the target. This is called meta-ensembling, and we could, if we wanted, make this aspect part of the machine learning pipeline as well. In this course, we will not introduce meta-ensembling as part of the pipeline that we want to deploy, because we want to keep it simple. But we will teach you enough to make you feel comfortable to include meta-ensembling as part of your deployed pipeline if this is what you want and need to do. So far, we have covered the machine learning pipeline from a theoretical perspective. In the next set of videos, I will walk you over the pipeline utilizing a Kaggle dataset so we can see in action how we build a machine learning pipeline as data scientists and what steps we will need to deploy. So see you in the next video.